today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 84 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Bootlegging out here. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ritter now. Completes it to Perry.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Ritter to throw it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Ritter.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication. Looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On the ground, it's a rookie from Tennessee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
In motion, the tight end.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Wright. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Achane. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Dolphins. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd and short, Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now Hurts going to move him around. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down with Wright. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. In motion comes the tight end left. Waddle, the motion man, right. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Ritter back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Saints.
A.T. Perry.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer.
And now it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down. Now a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now Hurts looking to change the play. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tip Ryman in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll get this out to Kamara. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action.
Set to begin the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at the 42. A give up the middle to right. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A Miami first down, that one going for a...
Love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention... On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 2. Hurts.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tip Ryman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Sets up to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Xavier Worthy. A 16 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Out is the Saints offense now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, 73, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Okay, just like that, just like that. 43 to the mark.
They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
New Orleans off. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Down the right sideline. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you get contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The New Orleans offense set. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for Miami, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we